Alrighty, I think we're gonna go ahead and start. We're at, well, okay, maybe we should wait 2 more minutes. Because we're at 9:03. We'll wait till 9:05. All right, so it's 9:05. We're gonna go ahead and commence. Welcome to Summer Bridge, our advising sessions. This is officially our first one. Angelica and I did introduce ourselves at the welcome yesterday, but we're gonna go ahead and introduce ourselves as well once again. And then we're gonna do a little introduction so that we can get to know each other a little bit better. And today we have a few things on our agenda, such as going through a few forms. We'll go over Puerta, and then we'll talk about what to expect for tomorrow as well. So let's see. Okay, sorry. I'm having technical difficulties here. Huh. There it is. Okay, here's my bar. So I'll start off. My name is Dayana or Silvera. I am a Puerta case advisor. I graduated from Sonoma State with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art Studio, concentration in painting. Before SSU, I did attend our local community college. So I actually have an AA in Art Studio, Art and Humanities, and Social Behavioral Sciences. I did attend Santa Rosa Junior College and was part of Puente, which is not similar to Puerta, but it sounds very similar. It's for first-gen students that want to continue on to a 4-year institution. And I was also part of EOPS there, which is essentially like EOP at a 4-year institution. It's just the junior college version. And then once I did transfer over to SSU, I became part of EOP. Andre, which many of you are familiar with, he was part of the student panel yesterday. He was my advisor. So I'm very happy to be an EOP alumna. Prior to that, I think I had already mentioned that I became familiar with SSU campus starting off in 6th grade because I was part of Academic Talent Search, which is a TRIO program. And then a fun fact that I wanted to throw in is that I do teach art. I've taught art for the Imagine Bus Project, which is a nonprofit at the Juvenile Hall. here in Sonoma County. I've also worked for Art for Kids, which is an art education program at a museum here. And then currently I'm actually teaching classes for the Family Justice Center. So I'm very excited to be part of Puerta, because after all, Puerta is about teaching and being there for your community. And yeah, that's a little bit about me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit next slide, and I'll be introduced, or I'm not gonna be introducing Angelica, I'm passing it on to Angelica.
Thank you, Dayana. My name is Angelica, or Angelica Magaña. I am an undeclared academic advisor, so I don't work for Puerta. I'm just helping out, but I love helping out this group. Happy to do it. And so I work predominantly with students who are undeclared or exploring their majors. So if that's any of you, email me. I'll put my email in the chat. I think we have our emails on here somewhere, but feel free to reach out and I can definitely help you out. I have my bachelor's and master's degrees in social science from Chico State, background in psychology and sociology, and a little bit of career development. And so I'm actually doing the job that I prepared myself for in college. So I'm using my degree and I'm super excited about that. I am an Upward Bound and an EOP alumna. I didn't find out about TRIO programs until my senior year of high school when a friend told me about it. So I was really excited to hear about these programs and how they support first-gen students getting into college. I absolutely loved my experience in Upward Bound, and EOP was a lot of the same students and just a great environment. So y'all are part of this EOP family now, this CASE family, as we call it at Sonoma State. And these relationships that you build with folks in Summer Bridge, you'll be surprised, but they will last you through the next 4 years while you're here. So take advantage of this opportunity to meet new folks and make new friends. My second fun fact is that my mom taught me how to sew when I was young. And so something that I started to do was just make my own clothes because it was a lot cheaper than going out and buying clothes all the time. So that's a little bit about me.
That's awesome. I wish I knew how to sew my own clothes. Okay, so let's see. And so we know that you met your Summer Bridge leaders yesterday, but we did want to give them a shout out. So we have Giovanni Morales with Team Sheen, which we've discovered is a character from Jimmy Neutron, and Sama Fuller, who is Team Pearl. Either one of you want to give us a fun fact that we don't know about you yet?
I can, yeah. A fun fact for me is that I love the burritos that they sell at W&B, which is one of the places on campus to eat, so much that I actually have a private Snapchat story about updates of when Burrito Week is going to be back.
That is awesome.
All right, for me, I guess that I love playing guitar. You can see, but I own, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 different guitars, and I recently sold one, so
Wow.
I used to have 5. But
Wow, that's very cool. I did not know that about you, Giovanni. Well, thank you for sharing. We are now going to turn to our Summer Bridge students. We'd like to get to know you a little bit better. So if we can have one volunteer start us off with your name, your pronouns, major, and a fun fact that you haven't shared yet. And then we can just go popcorn style. You can just call on someone else after you're done. So do we have a volunteer?
Yeah. Eduardo?
Eduardo. Yay. Hi, Eduardo.
Hello. Oh, wait, the camera's off. Okay. Hello, my name is Eduardo. My pronunciations are he, him, his. My major is kinesiology. And a fun fact is I know how to ice skate.
Woo. Very cool. And who are you going to select, Eduardo, to go next?
Christian.
Knew it. Hi, my name is Christian Tavar. My pronouns are he, him, his. My major is undeclared, but I plan on studying business and economics when I have the opportunity. And a fun fact about me is I like trying all types of different food.
Very cool. Who's next?
I choose Jessica.
Hello, my name is Jessica Contreras, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. And I'm majoring in biology. And a fun fact about me is that I've been playing soccer for 12 years.
That's impressive.
And I choose Ashley.
Hello, my name is Ashley. My pronouns are she, her, hers. My major is criminology and criminal justice studies. And a fun fact about me is I'm addicted to TikTok. I choose Alexia.
My name's Alexia. My pronouns are she, her, hers. My major is undeclared, but I'm interested in biology. And a fun fact about me is that I like going on hikes. I choose Elizabeth.
I'm Elizabeth, but everyone calls me Ellie. My major is early childhood studies. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. And a fun fact about me is that I love going to concerts. Like, I've been to so many concerts. Next, Jacqueline.
Hi everyone. My name is Jacqueline Paleo, but I go by Jackie. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. And my major is business. A fun fact about me is that I love roller skating. I choose Sophia.
Hi, my name is Sophia Estrada. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. My major is business, and the fun fact about me is that I like skating. And I choose Lena.
My name is Angelina, but I like to switch and study kinesiology. And a fun fact about me is that I've been playing basketball for 10 years. And I'll choose Vanessa.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm majoring in early childhood studies, and a fun fact about me is I like journaling. And I'll pick Elizabeth.
I already went.
Did Elena go already?
Oh, did you say the caller? Because I called in.
All right.
Okay, I'll go. So my name is Ninoska, but everybody calls me Nino. One fun fact about me is that I love to bake. I've been obsessed with baking for so long, and right now I'm undecided, but I plan to major in business winery because that really interests me. So, yeah. I can't do the name, so I don't know who to popcorn to next.
Let's hear from Melanie.
Hi, my name is Melanie. Pronouns are she, her, hers. My major is early childhood studies, and my fun fact about me is I love photography. Roberto.
Hi, my name is Roberto, and my pronouns are he, his, and him. My major is biology, but I hope to switch to wine business. And a fun fact about me, I love gardening. I'll choose Victoria.
Wait, wait, can you guys hear me? I'm not sure if the audio is working.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Victoria. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. I'm majoring in women and gender studies. And a fun fact about me, man, I really like frogs. So yeah, that's about it.
I think we haven't heard from Diana.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Diana. I am 18 years old. I barely turned 18 years old this year. I am planning to major in business and marketing. And fun fact, I have 6 cats.
Pedro?
Can you guys hear me? Yeah, all right. My name is Pedro. My pronouns are he, him, his. My major is communications. And a fun fact is I am scared of snakes. And popcorn, Nick.
Hi, my name is Nick. My pronouns are he, him. And for my major, I'm undeclared, but later down the line, I want to get my doctorate in paleontology. And a fun fact about me is that I collect action figures. That those 2 shelves are full. Yeah. And I popcorn Elena.
Elena? Can y'all hear Elena?
I don't hear anything.
Did Elena already go? I feel like she already went.
Yeah, I feel like I heard something from Elena.
Oh.
You're welcome.
She just put in the chat, no, she has it. Go ahead then.
We can't hear Elena, so how about we go to Michaela? And then we'll come back to Elena to see if we can hear her.
Hi, my name is Michaela. My pronouns are she and her. My major is undeclared, and one of my fun facts is I've been playing soccer for 13 years and running track for 2. And I'll be running for their track team at Sonoma.
And Jacqueline?
Oh, I already went.
Oh, okay, sorry. Let's try Elena again. Let's see if we can hear
her. Elena said that she will just send it in the chat, and she's not sure where it's working. So once it's up, I'll read it for her.
Perfect. Did everyone else go?
I don't think Ashley C went.
Okay, Ashley C.
Hi, my name is Ashley Calderon, and my pronouns are she, her, hers, and my major is early childhood studies. And the fun fact about me is that I like playing soccer.
Did we have Carmen Diaz go?
I'll go, yeah. So my name is Carmen Diaz and my pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm majoring in kinesiology, and a fun fact about me is that I collect keychains from each state.
Elena put hers in the chat. She said, my name is Elena. My pronouns are she, her, hers. My major is early childhood studies. And a fun fact about me is that I hate pickles, cannot eat them or smell them.
How about Julissa or Julisha?
Hi, my name's Julisha. My pronouns are she, her, hers. My major right now is Chicano and Latino studies, but I'm planning on changing to biology. A fun fact about me is that my first job was at a trampoline arena.
And how about Sophia?
I already went.
Oh, okay. Did everyone else go? All right. So it looks like everyone went. We're going to continue on with our presentation. So we're going to build our foundation for our one-on-one advising sessions, and hopefully you take this on to your other Zoom meetings, and also take anything from our agreement here onto your fall semester as well. So we ask of you to be respectful, practice Zoom etiquette, which that means, you know, sitting in a well-lit area. We do want you to practice being on camera because you might not actually know, or we don't know yet, but most professors are gonna want you to have your camera on display. So please, we appreciate and expect you to have your camera and video on. If for some reason you're not able to turn it on, do communicate with your advisor or faculty summer bridge leader. Of course, back to the Zoom etiquette, we want you to use your full name, preferred name, of course. And absolutely no hate is tolerated. So that means, but not limited to, racism, sexism, ableism, homophobia, ageism, transphobia, xenophobia, etc. So we're gonna go ahead and, can you all see this new page? Okay, good. So we're gonna go ahead and build our expectations together. So as you see here, we have be respectful, we have all the things that we've already discussed. What other things can we add to this community agreement? And maybe the summer bridge leaders can start us off.
In our group, we talked about like the Vegas rule. So like what is said in the group stays in the group. So if anything like comes up about somebody, we respect each other and kind of keep it within our group. And if anyone in my group wants to like expand on that or share more, feel free to.
Hey.
Are you able to zoom in a little bit? It's kind of small on my screen.
Let's see. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
If anything comes up, y'all can put it in the chat as well.
How about supportive environment? Uplift each other. Others? And also, we did include what you want to or what you expect from us, your advisors. So this goes both ways. We want to be able to support you in any way that we can. So I think a really important one that we haven't discussed is transparency. Let's see. So anything that comes up for us, we want to have that open communication. And you know, the same goes for y'all. If anything comes up and you can't, you know, make one of the classes, we want to be able for you to share any information with us that you're comfortable with. Obviously, nothing that you aren't comfortable sharing, but we do want to have that open communication.
What about from our bridge leaders, when you all went through summer bridge, what were some things that you felt were helpful to agree upon as a community, or what did you expect from your advisors?
I think for me, like on both sides, is like timeliness. You know, I think we're limited like 50 minutes almost every meeting during the summer bridge. And so I think it's really important to be able to like use that time wisely. So if everybody's on time, it makes it easier.
I think definitely open communication on both parts, like being able to easily communicate with like either like the advisors or the summer bridge leaders, kind of having that those different options, like being open, whether it's like one-on-one with Zooms or emails, being open. And so I think definitely open communication, especially with summer bridge leaders as well, like having the students being able to communicate back with them.
How about, I mean, that kind of covers it. You know, having that open communication, it also falls into being responsible. You know, you're essentially accountable for your actions, so taking accountability. And then I do just want to remind you about the 4 pillars of Summer Bridge. So we have safety, structure, respect, and communication. So we have covered a lot of that. Any others that we should include? So we are gonna share this link with y'all. So if you do think of any other community agreements that you'd like to include, feel free to add those at any time. So I am gonna share that on the chat. There we go. In case at any time during this Zoom meeting or afterwards you think of something, then feel free to add it. So this is our community agreement. We wanted this to be built together. And so essentially we're building our foundation from the ground up. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to our PowerPoint because we have a lot to cover still. So let me just do this. Okay, so we're back here and I'm actually going to skip. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over Puerta a little bit. So what is our story? Puerta is housed under the Center for Academic Access and Student Enrichment, which is CASE. And just as a reminder, CASE does house a few different programs. So we have the Dream Center, we have Disability Center, or Services for Students, so DSS, we have EOP, Seawolf Scholars, Puerta, also have a TRIO, SSS, which is a multilingual achievers program, so MAP, and United for Success, which are our TRIO programs. Our initial goal for Puerta is to increase the number of Hispanic or Latinx students qualified to teach in public elementary and secondary schools. So in 2018, SSU was actually recognized as a HSI, which is Hispanic Serving Institute. We saw an increase of the percentage of students that were either represented as Hispanic or Latino. So in 14 years, it jumped from 10% to 35%. So Puerta was essentially built, and it is actually a collaboration between the SSU School of Education and Student Affairs, or the Division of Student Affairs, to increase the number of Hispanic or Latinx students, or teachers, I should say, in the classroom. Because not only that, but we're seeing that about 45% of students in public school are Latinx or Hispanic, and only 6% are teachers, or excuse me, teachers that are Latinx. So we want to see more representation, and that's really what Puerta is about. We are going to go to our Canvas page, so you can learn a little bit more in detail about Puerta. Some of the services we provide is advising. So we do the career advising and educational advising. So you can come, or academic, you can come and see Alma, Erica, or myself, and we will help you with registration, we'll help you with major exploration. So all of that is encompassed in advising, but we will also help you with your credential preparation. So if you do essentially want to go into a credential program, we will link you up with our campus partners. Because I've mentioned that this has been a collaboration with the School of Education. We have a lot of connections with the School of Education. And so we definitely want to be able to hand you off to the right person once you get to that place, once you want to, once you're about to graduate and want to move on to the next step into your career or your career options. You want to look into your career options. So like I mentioned, we do a lot of the networking. We also provide teacher credential test prepping. We have a lot of resources, and we'll help you and support you in any way that we can by sharing those resources. And then we do hold workshops. So we'll do workshops on financial aid. Every year we do a FAFSA workshop. We have really cool events. I'm sure y'all heard me on the phone at one point talking about the Pulga Social. So we do Pulga Social. We do really fun events. I think one year they were selling tamales outside. And what else, like conchas, they were just handing out conchas to students. So we do have a lot of events. One that I can think of that's recent that I hosted, I did a live on our Instagram, and I showed how to make cauliflower ceviche. So just really fun events so that we can get to learn from each other and get to know each other as well, because we want Puerta to feel like a community. We want you to come into Puerta and feel like you belong, you have a family. Essentially, we're here for you in any way that we can be. And then finally, it's that community engagement. We do provide a lot of options for you to grow. We have our Puerta Promotores. Giovanni is a Puerta Promotor. So maybe he can actually, if you want to take the floor, Giovanni, and talk a little bit about your role as a Puerta Promotor.
Yes, of course. So my role is really to kind of be an advocate for students and represent not only all of CASE, but the Puerta program. Our more recent roles, we did give a lot of students phone calls. So I remember talking to some of you about the Puerta program, asking you if you wanted to join. On campus, I also started giving student tours, more specifically student tours driven around the CASE program, driven around what Puerta's about, how we can help you, and a lot of like help transitions with, you know, not only transfer students, but incoming first years who are visiting the school, or students that are already in the school and didn't know that they can be a part of Huerta or be a part of CASE. So we're really just like student advocates that help out, knowing their resources. You know, the CASE program, I work in the CASE office. So within there we offer like advising. There's like a CASE lounge, and which is basically like a safe space for students to just come hang out, do homework. They get like 20 pages of free printing. And you know, if y'all didn't know, you would have to pay for printing if you weren't a part of the CASE program. So you know, in there we give students 20 pages every day free printing. And it's an amazing space. They host a lot of like cool events. There's also a quiet computer lab for students to just, you know, if they really want to get work done, it's a safe and quiet space for them to just do work. And you know, aside from all that, like as Dayana mentioned, like we host so many events within Puerta, within CASE, and it's just a community to get to know your peers, get to know people just like you, people with similar interests, people with different interests, just to help you out with, you know, your ambitions and with your, you know, college career.
Thank you, Giovanni. So as I mentioned, we were gonna go on Canvas, on our Canvas page, so I can show you where you can learn a little bit more about Puerta. So if you log into Canvas and you go into your Cohort 8, let's see, I'm gonna go into Student View because I see something different than y'all see. But if y'all go down to Student Resources, down at the very bottom, there's Puerta Program Specific Information. So this is right underneath Welcome to Summer Bridge, Student Resources. And it's right at the bottom. And you're gonna select that. And this is actually an assignment to do on your own time. So we have a little info about Puerta. We do have our Instagram page on here. So if you want to follow us on Instagram, we do Puerta takeovers. So we'll have the promotores takeover in a few days, and just sort of show you their days, their study tips and eating habits, all that good stuff. We'll also share workshops and events through Instagram as well. So that's a direct link. It will take you to Instagram. And then we do have this video that we would like you to watch. But do understand that in this video, it sounds like Puerta is only for the first year of your college career, but we just wanted to make it clear that it's for your entire academic journey. So from your first year all the way until you graduate, Puerta will be there for you, okay? So go ahead and take a look at that. And then I did also, since we're on Canvas, I wanted to show you, we're gonna go to day 2, because that's today, where you can sign up for one-on-one advising. So if you scroll down to 1 to 5 on the schedule, we have this one-on-one advising link. So this is where you would go if you wanted to talk to Angelica or I. And this is optional, so don't feel like you have to go on every day. It's just in case something comes up, you have some questions, or you want to go over your major, or you want to learn a little bit more about the classes that you will be taking during the fall time, then you can definitely sign up. And here's a link that I actually have included. You're going to click sign up here, and we have a Calendly. So it's going to look like this. You're going to see a calendar. So today's Tuesday. You would click on that day and then the time that you would like to meet. So let's say you have to work, but you'll be back around 4 and you want to meet with Angelica and I. Then you would select 4 o'clock, confirm, you enter your name, your email address, and then just give us a little quick reason for meeting. So like, let's say you want to explore your major, then you could write explore major. And then you hit schedule event, and there you go. You have now reserved a spot. And so that will kind of give Angelica and I a heads up that, oh, okay, for today we have a few advising sessions. So that is definitely there for you. And it will be there not just today, but it will be there every day. So if we go back and you go to day 2 or day 3, the link will be there as well. You just have to make sure that when you hit sign up here, you just want to make sure it's the right date. So Wednesday, that would be tomorrow, Thursday, and so on. All right, so back to our presentation. I also wanted to go over our first year agreement. So we talked a little bit about Puerta. This is something that you will get via email in a DocuSign. So up here where it says your name, you're gonna have to enter your name, your SSU ID number. If you don't know your SSU ID number, you can access that through your SSU Student Center. So we do encourage you to log in just to make sure that you check your to-do list items and your holds and all that good stuff. So again, Puerta advisors can help you with university life, academic policies, all of that good stuff. We also, you'll receive referrals. So like I was mentioning, sometimes we'll refer you to the School of Education. And so that's something that you'll have access through your advisors. We'll clarify general education. So if you need help with your GE requirements, that's something that we can do as well. We can help you change your major. Understand options to meet your financial obligations of college, understand how to proceed if you're experiencing academic difficulty, and again, that guidance with your major pathway or career in teaching. You are expected to update your mailing address, your home address, any of your information through your SSU account portal. So be sure to log in, check your SSU email at least twice a day. So that's the expectation. We do send out Puerta emails, so we want you all to read those messages. We don't want you to miss anything. Set up your voicemail on your cell phone and do check your voicemail, because how Giovanni was, mentioning that he was doing phone calls, I was doing phone calls, so you will be getting Puerta phone calls. So be sure to check your voice messages, set up your voicemail if you haven't done so already. Check your to-do list items once a week during the summer, or including summer. And make sure to do those to-do lists prior to the due date, because some of those to-do list items are gonna have a due date. So you wanna make sure to get those in. Of course, complete Summer Bridge successfully. So right now we are in the middle of it, and we want you to complete it so that you can earn that 1 unit towards your degree. But that does mean that you are required to attend your Zoom link or your Zoom room meetings. Let's say for some instant or for some reason you can't make one of them. Please, again, open communication. Just let us know when you can't make it, and do make up any of the work that you may be missing for that day. You will meet with your Puerta advisor twice per semester and during your first year of SSU. And then at least once a semester thereafter. So for your first year, you will have to meet with us twice, once after. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so you have to enroll and complete 12 units each semester, and that's to comply with financial aid and Puerta requirements. So in order to receive the full amount of financial aid, you do need to be taking 12 units per semester. You're encouraged to meet with your major and Puerta advisor prior to registration. So you'll get an email from SSU saying, hey, registration's coming up. Here's your date and time every semester. And so before then, you do want to meet with your advisor just to check in with them, check in that you're on track with the classes that you need to take. And we say before because it's easier to have everything ready. That way on the day of your registration appointment, you log in, you already have a list of your classes that you want to enroll for, and you just plug them in and you check out. So it's super easy process. What else did I miss? Okay, so you meet with your Puerta advisor if you're placed on academic probation, and you will have to fill out an agreement if that comes to be in place. And so that's something that you'd have to go over with your Puerta advisor. Adhere to Puerta civility statement. As a member of Case and Puerta community, I reject all forms of prejudice, discrimination, or targeting of others. So again, that's just about respect and respecting others, and Puerta staff as well. We also have to comply with that as well, so we expect that from you. And then notify Puerta if you're leaving or transferring or not attending for the semester. Once you have read all of this and you agree with everything, then we like to see that signature at the bottom. If you are not 18, then we do require that you have a parent signature or a guardian signature. And we do want this to be submitted by the end of Summer Bridge. So July 2nd is the deadline to submit this form. All right, how are we doing? Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so we're good, we're on time. So now we just have a few announcements. I just wanted to mention that there is an Alianza, Mecha, and Latinx student clubs meeting today from 1 to 2 p.m. And the Zoom link is here, but it's also on the Canvas page. But I'm gonna add it to the group chat just in case you wanna go hear a little bit about Alianza, you wanna hear about Metro and what they're about, then definitely do so. Okay, I'll do that in a second. And then finally, the last thing on our list is what's coming up tomorrow, which we'll be discussing student success. So we'll be giving you a few tips, the do's and don'ts of college and the differences between high school and college. And then finally, any questions? I spoke a lot, so I'm a little thirsty.
Let us know if anything comes up. We want to be mindful of your time too, and if y'all need to take a bio break or anything before your next class session, looks like you have about 5 minutes to do so. If you have your camera on, you want to step away, you can turn your camera off. Just don't go out of the meeting, since you will have your professors coming in to this meeting in a few minutes. But I put our emails in the chat, so feel free to email us if anything comes up. But we do hope to see you all in our one-on-one advising sessions. I believe they're happening every day. So yeah, let us know if you have any questions at all.
Yeah, take this time to go use the restroom, take a quick snack break before your next class.